welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're going to dig into something pretty cool. How the actual structure of a show can totally change the story it's telling. And we're using the perfect example for this, the fantastic anime Psycho-Pass. You know that feeling when you're watching a show and the second season just feels off? It's not just the story, right? The whole pace, the whole vibe feels different. Well, a lot of the time, that's because of the format. And with Psycho-Pass, we get to see how these big production shifts led to three totally different ways to experience the same world. All right, so to really get what changed, we've got to go back to the very beginning. The first Psycho-Pass dropped back in 2012, and man, it had a powerhouse team behind it, known for telling these really complex, really dark stories. So yeah, season 1 was made by Production IG, and the writer? The legendary Gen Urobuchi. Now, if you know that name, you know what you're in for. We're talking dense, philosophical, super intense stories. And boy, did he deliver on that promise. And you know, that first season had a massive advantage. It had time. A lot of it. The whole format was just perfect for building out this incredibly deep and detailed world. I mean, think about it. A full 22 episodes. That's a huge runway for the writers. They had all the space they needed to not just show us this futuristic world, but to really let us live with the characters and get tangled up in the huge philosophical questions at the heart of the story. And all that patient storytelling really pays off. You can even see it in the official synopsis for one of the later episodes, where it talks about the moment the thoughts of Kogami, Makishima, and Akane finally meet. It's all about building to that epic, slow-burn clash of ideas. And then the finale synopsis just nails the core of the whole show. Two souls who couldn't be trapped by the system's cage run wild. See? This was never just some sci-fi cop show. It was a deep, deep dive into what it means to rebel against a perfect world. But after building that incredible deep foundation, everything changed. For season 2, which came out in 2014, the production took a hard left turn. The whole formula was about to get completely shaken up. Okay, so check this out. For season 2, the animation studio switched from Production IG to Tatsunoko Production. They got a brand new director, and the biggest shocker? The episode count got cut in half, slashed right down from 22 to just 11. And you gotta understand, this wasn't just some trivia for the credits. For us, the viewers, it meant we were getting a totally different show. It was way more compact, the pace was way faster, and it was all being driven by a brand new creative team. So after that sprint of a second season, the show just went dark for 5 whole years. And when it finally came back to TV, guess what? It had completely changed all over again. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The original director and studio came back, but they didn't go back to the old 22-episode format. Nope, they did something totally different. They made just 8 episodes, but each one was a beast, 45 minutes long, like a mini-movie every week. And the results is kind of mind-blowing when you look at the total watch time. Even though season 3 had the fewest episodes, it actually had way more screen time than the super fast season 2. So what they created was this amazing hybrid. It had the tight focus of a miniseries, but every single episode had the depth of a movie. So when you step back and look at the whole thing, you see a series that was never afraid to just tear up its own rules and start over. I mean, this timeline says it all, doesn't it? The show started out as the sprawling, almost novel-like experience. Then it morphed into this short, punchy sequel. And it wrapped up with this big, cinematic final act. 3 seasons, 3 completely different ways to tell a story. And the big takeaway from all this, it's that this stuff isn't just production trivia for film nerds. The journey of Psycho-Pass really proves that how you tell a story, the format, the speed, the creative team, is just as important as what the story is about. Which leaves us with one last big question to chew on. For a show that changes this much, what is its true identity? Is it the plot? Is it the creators? Or is the show actually defined by the very format it comes in? It really makes you think, right? The next time you feel a show you love start to change, ask yourself, what's really different here?